Hello everyone, welcome to the Healthy Carnivore Grandpa, and today I'll be doing a lamb and duck stew. So I've got one rolled lamb skirt and two duck breasts. I'm just going to start off, I'm going to cut these duck breasts into pieces, fairly big. And I'm going to fry these off in the pan. And I'm not going to use any butter or anything with these because duck has quite a lot of fat on it. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. That's the duck done. Now for the lamb. This is already pre-rolled, so I'm just going to cut this into thick slices. And this is actually quite a tough piece of the lamb, so it will need a long cook. So this is one of those that's going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook through. There we go, I've done it that way. The strings can come off. As we don't need them. Make sure we get all the bits though. There we go, put them to one side, don't need them. And I'm just going to cut this once down the middle. Like that. And that way we get some small bits and some big bits. There we go, that's all cut up. And like I said, I'm going to start with the duck in the pan, and then I'll add the lamb, and then we'll make the full stew. So we'll move on to the pan. This pan is nice and hot now. There we go. So I'm going to drop all the duck in. And I'm going to let that have a nice little sizzle round. We can leave this for a few minutes and come back to it. The duck has had about 10 minutes now, and it started to get a little bit of colour on it. So I'm going to take this out from the pan. And just leave that in the bowl, and you can see the amount of fat that's come off the duck. It was a dry bowl when I started. And I'm going to leave that fat in to do the lamb with. So we can stove back on. And I'm going to do about half of the lamb so that the pan stays hot. leave that to get some colour on it. It'll take another 5-10 minutes. We'll come back to you in a bit. Right, that's all the lamb done. And as you can see, this has got some real nice colour on it. And I'm leaving the pan as it is. As you can see, it's quite a dirty pan. This isn't dirt. This is a flavour left in the pan. So I'm just going to add all the other meat back to it. And all the juices as well. There we go. And we can let that have a little sizzle while I boil the kettle. And I'm going to add about a litre of water to this. And while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I'm just going to add the usual 50 grams of butter to this. In the bottom now, cover it over, get it to melt. And that's purely for the flavour. Once I've added the water, I will also be adding a stock cube to it. You can use any stock cube you wish. I'm going to be using a beef one, as I don't have any lamb ones. If you had a lamb one, that would be better. But you can use any you want for this. Right, all the butter has melted. And the kettle has finally boiled. It must have been frozen solid. Enough water to just about cover these. And we'll give this a little mix round. So this has already got some colour in the water. That's from the juices from the meat. And the butter has helped a little. So what's next is the little stock cube. If we can get it to come out. There we go. And we shall mix that round. And then it's just a case of leaving this for about an hour and a half on a low heat, just to simmer through. And we'll come back to that and see what it's like. And here we are. This is nearly 2 hours I've waited for this. The aromas around the house have been driving me crazy. And I'll just show you one of the pieces of duck. Let's grab this piece in the middle. And the duck just falls apart. Oh, that's lovely. So, just going to set this up now, and that's what I'll be having for my evening meal. Bye now.